I can feel the Reaper following me. All these motherfuckers want me to bleed. Unspoken promises I need to keep. So if you try to take me down, then I'll give you the finger. Give you the finger. Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Tiabu and I am here for Jujutsu Kaisen Episode 3. We are going to magic school. We're going to magic school! And we're about to meet a character who I can see enough puzzle pieces to figure out what's going on here. I've got it. I've figured it out. I really have. She's got orange hair. She's getting off a train. She's going to magic school. She's almost certainly better at this than you are. Almost certainly. This is Hermione Granger. So the next stage of our joke is Naruto, Sasuke, and Hermione Granger walk into a magic school. Alright, I'm done. She's not Hermione Granger, obviously. I don't know what's going to be going on with this character, and I'm excited to find out. I think she's going to become part of a trio friend group sort of thing, and will be sort of a special squad of standout students, you know what I mean? The classic. I hope that we get paired up or thrown together in one class or whatever, and figure out who this character is and all that jazz. There has been some muttering in the comments regarding Jujutsu Kaisen's handling of female characters, and it breaks down into two camps, and I have no opinion on it because I haven't met any fucking female characters in Jujutsu Kaisen, barring one. But on the one side of this discussion are people going, Jujutsu Kaisen is the best depiction of female characters that I've ever seen. And on the other side of that discussion, you've got people going, man, you set the bar really low for if that's the best you've ever seen. I don't know yet. We've had one experience with a female character. She was there, she existed, and then she was groped by a monster, which made a lot of sense in context and worked narratively, but it's always one of those flags when, like, the first thing that a female character does in your show is get groped by a monster in order to serve as motivation for your main character. A little bit of a flag. But, benefit of the doubt given, onward we'll go. I don't expect that this show is going to have the tippity top tier of female character writing. I don't expect that. I don't expect it to have the best male character writing. I don't expect it to have the best writing on any front. I expect it to be fun. I expect it to be enjoyable. I expect to like the characters and hate the villains and be happy and cheer when we eat a finger or murder a demon or a curse or whatever, you know? That's my expectation. So we'll talk about it when it comes up, if it comes up. I hope that the characters are likable and human and flawed and strong in all of the interesting ways that people can really be, because that's far more interesting to me and far more real and useful than either like a Pollyanna or not Pollyanna, what it would be. Mary Sue, Gary Stu, Mary Sue-y type of depiction of a character. We do have a bit of a Gary Stu in our main character. He's a superhumanly strong, fast boy who has magic powers and is somehow, because of that, able to withstand the curse of Ryomensukana, right? So that's already on the one front. I guess we could probably match that with similar traits in female character. I don't really know. I don't care. I hope that she's dope and that she throws cool iron nails and is a badass. I do want, because I mentioned it in last episode, and I didn't go and actually look it up, I mentioned that I didn't much like her voice actress, or felt like it didn't quite match. I'm sure that I'll come around on that, but I do want to check who that voice actress is, because she did sound very familiar to me. So, I've heard her a lot. I've heard a lot of her speaks in like a lot, because she is Sakurajima Mai in Seishun Buta Bunny Girl Senpai. She is Raphtalia in Shield Hero, and she is Chihaya, which I've heard the most of her in Chihayafuru. So a very familiar voice, and it makes a lot of sense that I'd go, well, that's a character that I've heard before. And I don't know, we'll see if it matches or links up, and I get the feeling like it clicks as we get more voice lines from the character. Cool. I'm gonna draw a quick thing. This'll be quick. So I don't super know what she looks like, but I do have one image of her, so I'm just gonna go with that. I'm alright with that. Cutie patootie with a crown of nails. I need to do more, like, facial expression, studies. Because I spent a couple hours doing just lips, like a month or so ago, and it helped immensely, but I'm still nowhere near there. Cool! That is that, and that is everything. And so we're going to watch Jujutsu Kaisen episode 3, Girl of Steel, the Iron Witch, the I don't know, the badass bitch. Let's find out what she's all about and move forward in our studies as we enter magic school. And I don't know, we had a whole buttload of exposition last episode. I don't know what we're going to get this time. Bonding? Character interactions? Yes, please. Yes, please. Lots of that. That would be great. That would be exactly what I want from this episode. So let's dive into it and see what we see. There'll be 2 versions as usual. Picture-in-picture in the description. Timer on YouTube. Beep beep timer to count you down. You can get every episode a week early on the Patreon, which is linked in the description. Check it out. It's a pretty good deal. Beep beep timer. Let's go. Right into it. You're in. So cruel. Ugh. Sweet. A promise? Macarons. Just got a cool little curse thing. Yeah, it's a special school. Also, they might not tell you. Plus, if you saw curses, you might be like, "Oh, I'm crazy." I wonder what her special circumstances are. Hey! And... yeah. Yeah. Oh. He did. I knew you're a hoodlum. Alright. Yeah, don't give him too many cookies. That rat will want more. Oh, she wanted to be here. So it's some kind of promise to a childhood friend or something. What? The fuck? Turn your attention to... Oh! Nope. Look at me, I'm cute, right? I can do it. Total reverse. Oof. Hey. Well, I'm not good enough for your modeling job? Just immediately. People don't even, like, notice. He's wearing a blindfold. They're like, oh, that's so sexy. Speaking of which. Oh, a lady on the team. Feel honored, boys. She's Hermione Granger. Yes, I knew it. I knew she'd be better at this than us and condescending about it. Woo! So now we get a chance to prove that we are the chosen one. The only thing that could make her respect us is if we're special, right? Oh, let's go. The little tease of the Saori-chan gives us a sense of hidden depths to the character. Classic. Very cool. Probably. What? Wow, she sucks. She sucks. Yeah. Hey, we just got judged. I feel judged. With light seagulls off. She immediately looks at him and feels like he's Sasuke. Oh, nice. All right. I think they'll get along. Bugger. Hey, maybe you'll meet. Never mind. Oh. Ah. She's just going off about being a country girl. That's awesome. So it's not the cemeteries themselves, it's fear of stuff, just like so many things. He's new here. Yeah. Yeah. Her voice is great. I did not think she was gonna be such a goober. So we get a massive gap, Moe, between the total gooberness and the condescension. Hmm. I think you. Yeah, I was about to say you are cursed. I think you'll be fine. Uh. Ah. Got her goods. Oh. Ah. Well, we'll see how long that lasts. Mostly it'll be an opportunity for her to show off, right? Where are you? Is he making sound effects? Is he making sound effects? He's making stealthy sound effects? I'm dying. She's gonna walk straight into it, isn't she? Leave me alone. Mm-hmm. Mm. This shit's for real. What, you think I can't handle it? Wow. She sucks. It's like third time that I've said it. Uh. Yeah, easy guess. That's true. Oh, hi. What's up? Hey, Nobara? Great sound. Wow. Really dynamic, corner to corner, diagonal, everything. Again and again. All right, man. Where'd you get the hops? That's probably not the not the main thing. Truly. Just weird monsters to fight. Hmm. I think she's gonna get pretty fucking crazy. Oh, I see you. No, I see you. Hammers and nails with a little heart. Aww. Reminds me of one of my favorite RWBY characters. That's super cool. Now it has eyes. So many more people, yeah. Oh, that was an eye catch. We've never had one of those before. Ah, that is a clusterfuck. That really does catch your attention. Very cool. Oh, backstory. You're leaving. Go back to Tokyo. You don't belong here? Sweet. Mmm. Voodoo shit. Clink. Oh, no. I love the, like, holding them there and then add energy to it. Dude, don't take it easy. Oh. Do not trust that. Dawn, no, that's behind you now. Uh-oh. Nope. uh. Act fast. Come on, there's so much visible. You got it. Aim for the eyes. Let's go, girl. Totally different level. Ah. Smarts. Cool. Let's see how crazy she can get. Yeah. Doesn't matter. You need to think about what to do. Yeah, cool reversal of the like weakness is your strength sort of thing. Yeah, but then you'll have the burden of failing to save that kid. Will you be able to overcome your fear and disgust? Whoa. I don't think you can trust a curse. Hi. Hey, where? Give me that eyeball. Yeah. Yeah. Simple, decisive action. No fear, no fuddliness, no confusion, no hesitation. Ah. Oh. What does she have? Was that a crucifix or something? Wait, let them have it. Oh, it's a doll. Oh, really truly voodoo stuff. Oh, sick. Alright, don't get on her bad side. Or eat anything that she makes for you, because she could put needles in it and get them inside you and then curse you with powers. For now. How many more curses are there? Saori-chan killed herself. Go back to Tokyo. She was her neighbor who moved in from Tokyo and then was rejected by everybody else. Just because she was from somewhere else? Oh, not shoveling the snow, letting her get stuck. Wow. Yeah, pretty gross. One day, go to Tokyo. Yeah. Like a doll? What was that? Like a doll? She said like a doll, but that was an actual mannequin's head or a doll's head. Yeah! What is up with that? That doesn't matter! It's not like it was a brick wall. Now, what's your deal? That's Chihaya. That's right on. That is Chihaya being goobery. That's great. Hmm. A little light, huh? A different kind of person that she wants to be in a different place to be that kind of person. That's cool. Cool. We'll take it. A lot. There is plenty wrong with him. What wrong with her? Holy macaroni. You're always enough. last time we left it to you, you took us to a curse. Excuse me? Awesome. Awesome. I love the banter. This is great. Character bonding. Yay. Aww. But Gojo is super happy because this is working. The squad is coming together. The members are proving themselves. Nani the fuck? Nani the shit fuck? Plot? Near a detention facility? Cursed womb! Seen by non-sorcerers? Oh. Whoa! Whoa, what a cliffhanger! What a setup! That's cool! That's cool. That's so cool. Okay, so that fast forwards us to a point when we're getting a record of what happened. And one of our three is going to die and probably be regenerated somehow. That's super sick. God, that's so good looking. So bouncy. It took T minus like a couple minutes for her to get to me. I approve. Glorious. And I should not watch previews when they happen, so. Oh, there's a minute left, though. There's a whole shebang. Still got a bunch of characters to meet. Oh! Just a wall. The whole color scheme is completely different. Mm. All right, that's cool. Oh, what a baka. Oh, here we are. We're gonna pause right there. What a cool setup cliffhanger thing. I really love the time fuckery of getting a report after the fact that indicates something mysterious about the circumstance that's gonna happen. Really cool. Really cool. So this episode, as expected, is focused on our new arrival, and it weaves in her backstory and emotional content, and weaves all of that into direct interactions between her and our main character. So that makes me think that the scene where we see him laughing by the riverside and there's somebody with him, that it's probably Nobara. Because the hair color is right and everything else. Whether that's going to be like romantic or just friendship, I don't know. But pretty immediately we establish our vibe between our characters. We've got we've got Fushiguro being a straight man, right? He's playing it. He's playing Tsukomi? Yeah, he's playing Tsukomi. So the straight man, not the funny guy. And then we've got our dual funny happening, which is the insanity between the two. The dynamic, I hate to keep doing this and associating it with another show because they're different, but the dynamic is almost identical to Pawa and Denji with Aki in tow from Chainsaw Man. It's almost identical, right? And there are more similarities than differences, I think. Two goobers, one with power that he doesn't really know what to do with, and it's just like here, and then one who believes herself to be the best bomb diggity dog, and they both enjoy stuff and doing things, and they're more childish than the others. And then Aki is sort of dragged along with Gojo. Swap Makima and you're set, right? There are some pretty strong similarities, and I don't mind it too much. That the dynamic is really strong, and the actual individual characterization of the banter is totally different between Nobara and Pawa-chan. Because she's a totally different character and has her own goals and motivations. Part of which are just to be here, and is essentially like a scholarship student. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool and pretty cute. It gives us a strong, I said it when it was happening, because it gives us, I think, a really strong gap for her between her sort of attitude toward herself and others, which is a little bit, well, there's a contrast. There's some dissonance there. She was like, oh, all these city dwellers kind of suck. And then she's like, but I fucking hate the country and I want to live in Tokyo. There's some mishmash going on in there. And it comes out in her continuous oscillation between super crazy, excited and super like patronizing, like, go get my shit for me, slave. I think that this scene where we've got the guy like hounding after girls trying to get them to join his modeling agency, however untoward that might be, and then she goes to approach him herself because she's kind of full of herself, and his response is to be freaked out by it and give the same like excuse that the girls are giving him. She's the reverse predator, which is interesting and kind of just wants to be seen as attractive and cool and stuff. Huh. Very human. Very human. The actual joking banter between her and Yuji is more narrative-y, like it's more of the story than it is feeling like a real person, but it works really well and it gets me cackling every time. So I'm pleased. There's also this element of the humor that I'm coming to really enjoy, which is these sort of characters realizing that something has happened and then just sort of passing by it, but the circumstance is actually quite funny. So this is one where she looks at them and gives this sigh, and then we turn to Yuji and he realizes what's happening. He's like, hey, wait, I saw that. And we just sort of breeze past it, but we catch it too. super good, and then snap into a totally different persona, and we find out why these characters can actually vibe with each other. We go from 1 second enemies to the next second not even remembering that the other is around and like cheering and holding each other's hands like, oh my god, we're gonna go to the cool places in Tokyo. Yes! Yeah! Awesome. So they share one brain cell, and they can swap it back and forth. You liar! Liar! Okay. He didn't even know that yet, and we tell her what's really going on with him, and this is all a test to see what you are all capable of. We get a cool weapon. It's a +1 knife, and don't bring out the boy. But more importantly, don't bring out the boy, because if you do, I'm not going to be able to see what she's got, and this is all a test for her. The setup of doing a test for her, not having her be a character who comes in and is like, I'm the first recruit to Jujutsu Tech, I'm the best ever, and I'm Hermione Granger. Instead, we're actually testing her, and that serves to let us see her get tested and get to know her under dire circumstances, right? What will she do when there's a threat there? And the answer is not act perfectly. In fact, she gets convinced by a curse to put her fucking weapons down in order to save a kid. Cool and self-sacrificing of her, but dumb as shit. Dumb as shit. One brain cell, and Yuji's the one who has it in that moment. So we get to see a bunch of aspects of her character and her sort of flaws and strengths, a bit of her like rage, a bit of her capability because she's competent, and a bit of her failing and not knowing enough about the curses in Tokyo, being a little bit more out of her depth than she actually expects, and having a bit of a soft spot. We're going to go through the lines as she actually thinks through the curses bargain, I guess, because there are some interesting elements of the way that she thinks it through that weren't what I was expecting, and they speak to her psychology and Yuji's. Yuji running around making sneaking noises for himself. I have to just check that he's actually doing this. It's the opposite of helpful. Glorious. Gloriously dumb. Don't push yourself. We're testing her. Hey, why'd you come here? And her response is so dripping in just leave me alone. I'll go from the top. You go somewhere else. Hey man, take this fucking seriously. And she gives him the perfect condescension, which is sort of like, you don't think I can handle myself? And runs down and is happy to inflict pain. Haha! You're a noob! Oh, and the back and forth popular with girls. You're probably not popular either, and we know that she's not. Mostly because she's got an irredeemable personality. And then, flips and whips and dynamics. Like, every shot in this sequence is framed at a diagonal. We've talked about this before in Jujutsu Kaisen, in Chainsaw Man, elsewhere. The way to create the most motion that you can is diagonal across the screen. The way to create even more motion than that is diagonal into or away from the screen. Almost every active shot in this sequence is into or away from the screen at the maximal diagonal, right? Maximum diagonal. Let's cut a little bit forward. Do you need a receipt? No, thanks, man. I'm good. I don't ever take receipts if I can help it, because I really don't want to touch receipt paper. If you didn't know, receipt paper is plasticized. There are plasticizers in the ink, the heat treat ink, and while they've moved many of them from not having bisphenol A in them, BPA, which is the thing that you see all water bottles will have like BPA free on them, the reason for that is because it's got some bad effects on your endocrine system and elsewise. It's not good for you. Especially, yeah, your endocrine system and your hormone levels really fucks you up. Receipt paper is mostly no longer printed with bisphenol A, but it's still chock full of other bisphenols and other plasticizers, and they can be absorbed through your skin. So if you work as a cashier, wear gloves, and if you pick up receipts, don't. Do it less. Do that less if you can. It's really quite serious as far as problems go. Look into it if you feel like it. It's one of the many plastic things that get inside our bodies. Yum. Okay, diagonals. That's pretty rad. So it's a straight shot through, and then whip around so that the camera obscures. That's cool. As diagonally slidey as possible, tons of flips and shit. Every slash at a cool dynamic angle. And finally eliminated. Hey, I've got some moves. Yeah, sup with that, huh? So we get it from Gojo. There are these weird fucking monsters coming after this boy, and he doesn't even hesitate. Something strange about him, for sure. He doesn't even know what they are. He's not inured to them. Why is he able to do this? Most of them can't conquer their fear and disgust, and so we put her in a situation where she's going to have to do the same. I want to see how crazy she can get. And not that crazy, but a little bit. Immediately notices the curse. Gets ready to go. Doesn't she already have experience? You know, this won't really be testing anything. And his answer is, she's out of her depth. She doesn't know what she's up against. And so we need to see how she actually hacks it when the real deal is going on. I think this is so cool. What am I thinking of? Tap, 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 tap. Is that Sanderson? Wax and Wane. The Alloy of Law trilogy that's after the Mistborn series. Nope, I'm thinking of Kraftwerk from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where he can lock an object into position, and then store momentum in it by, like, tapping on it, and then let it go. That's what I'm thinking of, and that's what the nails remind me of. Like, hold them here, imbue the hammer with righteous energy, smash it into the nails, send them flying with utmost force. It's pretty rad looking, all told. I love the sketchy outlines of the misty light effects that we get. I think they're really cool looking, and allow for a really unique style. Because we're used to white-edged or light-edged light effects. This makes them dark and shadowy and pretty freaking cool. Nails to the head, it's not gonna be enough. The eye catches, I don't normally talk about eye catches, but these are fucking cool. Partly because they're epilepsy-inducing flashing lights, which really catches your attention if you were, watching the ads or skipping the ads and wanted to get your attention caught. Really good. Little kid, I didn't trust it. She, come on out now. And her face. And of course, she assigns that to, I guess kids don't warm up to beautiful ladies. I'm too pretty for him, I suppose. And so we sink into our trolley problem. But it's a faux trolley problem. It's a fake one, right? She immediately starts thinking of it in terms of her own survival or the kid's survival. I have to give up my weapons in order to do this. Whole bunch of that curse is open. Just shoot some nails into its eyes. Figure out how to save the kid as you go. But no, she's willing to give in here. In part because of strength of character, in part because of strength of character. I'm not sure how to feel about it. I like how frustrated she is that this curse is weak and she's not able to get rid of it easily. Because it's able to do this intelligent thing. That's pretty cool. It shows where, like, the edges of her overconfidence start to fray. It's cool. A lot of the time, overconfidence is a mask for some degree of insecurity, and I could see that. So she puts down her weapons and realizes that she's fucked it up, and just sort of resigns herself to die. Yuji bursts through, beats the shit out of everything, and does the real hero thing. Kill the curse, save the kid, right? Shows what a real protagonist is all about. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? It escapes. It does not escape. She uses her cooler power, and then takes all the credit for it overall. She kind of sucks. You know what I mean? I didn't expect her to kind of suck. I kind of really like it. I kind of really like it. It's right in the opposite direction of the sort of Mary Sue, Gary Stu sort of thing, or even the Hermione perfection, I'm so pretty and perfect and yeah. She's got that attitude to her, I'm so pretty and perfect and yeah, but it falls flat in the face of reality. The model guy doesn't want anything to do with you. Everybody else is like, you kind of suck. And she's unable to face down this curse in the way that she wanted to. Foiled by a simple hostage threat. Not ready to face the music. It's pretty freaking cool. It gives an impression of a flawed human person. The kind of character who can grow and change, and who could be really endearing. Which is odd for a Spike monster, you know? She is a bit hedgehoggy. Stay away from me, Spikes. And perhaps it was this old friendship that led her down that path, seeing the cruelty that other people can inflict on someone, and losing a friend. Rough. The two moments that got me in this are this one where she's sitting in her house snowed in, and the townspeople walk by and don't shovel her snow, despite probably doing it for everyone else in the village. Utter cruelty. And then the faces and fingers all pointing and laughing. It's cool. So it's kind of unclear to me. We see the doll head in the snow, and we keep getting these depictions of this bridge is dangerous, and those read to me as this chick went and jumped in the fucking river because she wanted to die. That's the impression that I get. But she does say at some point later, she says she was driven out of the town, and she says that if I ever see you again, maybe we could go to the bakery together. So maybe she doesn't know? Or maybe the depiction of the doll's head is just psychological. It's like the perfect image of the doll is broken. But I don't know. Hey, so what's your deal? Why are you here? And her answer is, 'cause it's free! So Chihaya-y. But it's to stay true to myself. What's your actual bond? Like, what actually holds you? I've got a dream and I wanna pursue it, but if I were to stay there, I know I'd fall into the same bullshit. So here I am to follow down that path. I like it, and I like her, even though she sucks. In fact, I like her because she sucks. She's kind of awful. I didn't expect for our core female character to be kind of awful. It gives her so much room to grow and be cool. I'm excited by that. I like it. Stinger at the end is fascinating. Our little talk here is really cute. I love that everything is all pretty colors and pastel-y. It's very, very pretty. And our characters are really vibing now. This is our first establishment of, like, squad. What is our squad going to be like? How is our team going to interact? Who's our Hiei? Who's our, who are our boys? Who are our, and girl in this case? Who's it going to be? And now we've got our answer, and it's pretty cool. It's got a dynamic that works, I think. I'm pleased. I am pleased. We'll see next time what's going on at that detention facility, because it seems bad. That's some Symphogear, like, godchild bullshit going on up there, so, uh-oh. We'll see when we see. And we'll see next week. So I'm going to wrap for this week. Thanks so much for watching this week's episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. I hope you enjoyed it as we got introduced to this character and bonded all of our characters and sort of figured out our dynamic for the squad. I'm excited to see how it shapes up and how these characters grow and bounce off of each other as we move forward. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Peace.